Alright, so we're just about to get started with round one here. I'm playing Alia Intrazi's blue-black control deck from the recent Star City Games Standard Open, and I believe Josh is on blue-white heroic. Something similar to Tom Ross's list that he's been doing well with. I will play first. This hand doesn't seem spectacular, but it seems fine. It's going to be weak to a turn one threat, like a Favored Hoplite or Lagana Band Trailblazer. But otherwise, it should be fine because we have double Thoughtseize into like Dissolve and Ashiok. Dig Through Time can help us secure a win, so we'll keep this. And hope that Josh does not have the turn one threat. Temple of Deceit. We're just looking for more lands here, but a Blight. No, I don't want Blight because I don't have the second Black Source. We're just looking for more lands. But an island, yeah, that's fine. We'll keep it. I have one Black Source, which will hopefully end up being enough this game, but I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I'll have to draw more eventually, but I think for the first few turns, we just want to hit our land drops no matter what they are. Okay, great. No turn one play, which means that Thoughtseize is taking. If Josh only has one threat, Thoughtseize is taking that. Otherwise, off to change up the plan based on what he has. We have. Okay, so the only heroic creature is a Favored Hoplite. The rest of his hand is Defiant Strike, God's Willing, Feat of Resistance, and Pilgrim. Couple lands. So we definitely want to take the Favored Hoplite here and slow Josh down. I'm going to go ahead and play the Flooded Strand and fetch because although I want to draw more lands, I don't necessarily want to draw more islands. Okay. This is problematic if we don't get a removal spell soon. Alright. That was not the removal spell we wanted. I think what I want to do is God's Willing. I think I just want to cast Ashiok and start milling. See if we can hit some chump blockers until we get up to, until we find another removal spell. Okay, we exiled. It's one Ordeal of Thoughts that we don't have to deal with. Also, saving the Thoughtseize for after Josh plays the Heliod's Pilgrim is probably a good idea because we want to make sure to take the Ordeal. If we Thoughtseize now and take something like God's Willing, we're probably dying to Pilgrim into Ordeal, and then just falling behind on cards. So we'll see how it ends up going. But okay, looks like Josh is killing the Ashiok. I'm not 100% sure though. We'll see. He's definitely not casting Pilgrim this turn. If I draw an untapped land, I can Thoughtseize plus hold up Dissolve, so I'll go ahead and Thoughtseize the God's Willing, but okay, attacks me. That's probably correct. Did not draw an untapped land, so I'm going to go ahead and remove the top three. I pick up a Hero of Iroas, which is not helpful currently, but will be eventually. And then hopefully Josh will tap out for, or not. I was hoping Josh would tap out for a Heliod's Pilgrim and I can counter it and then BioBlight his guy, but Feat of Resistance makes it 4/5. If I counter it, it makes it 4. That's reasonable. It can resolve. Countering it just makes the Battle-Wise Hoplite 1/1 smaller, which isn't enough. I want to save my dissolve for something more impactful like an Ordeal. Still at me. Okay, Polluted Delta's fine. I'm making a chump blocker. Polluted Delta is actually a fairly good draw. I'll Thoughtseize. Responds with God's Willing. That's completely fine. See what he does with the Scry. Chooses black, puts the card on top, puts the card on top. Okay. Thoughtseize reveals Hoplite, Pilgrim, and Stratus Walk. Stratus Walk is going to be problematic. If we take the walk, Josh casts. And so if we take the walk, there's a good chance we can chump and then dig through time end of turn instead of having to counter something. And that might let us find a removal spell, a way to interact. So I'll go ahead and grab the Stratus Walk here. I'm definitely blocking. Hoplite. Interesting. Maybe he drew like a Feat of Resistance or a God's Willing and didn't want to cast the Heliod's Pilgrim, but let's see what we can find with this dig through time. Top 7. That's not good. So I'll definitely take another dig because if we can get there, it's nice. And dissolve. And then the rest can go. That was really bad. We'd wanted more removal. And alright. In Josh's upkeep, we're going to BioBlight the Battle-Wise Hoplite. Okay, so we got some chump blockers. Bottom. The reason we're doing it in his upkeep, of course, is so that we actually survive. Alright. So that we can we're targeting this one, so it doesn't really matter, but no, it doesn't matter at all, actually. Waiting for Josh to decide whether or not to make a move. If he even has anything, I just really have to find a removal spell. Okay, resolved. So I'm probably losing a lot of life. It fetches. I'm going to counter the first spell that he plays, I'm fairly certain. Yeah. Unless his top deck were... I don't need to dig through time. Unless his top deck was like... Okay. Strike draws a card. If he draws into Aqueous Form, we lose. Otherwise, we're fine. Stay at 1. Aqueous Form is the only single blue targeting spell that those decks play. Alright, we stay alive at 1. I will make a chump blocker. No reason to put the Eidolon into play. I'll just get the Hoplite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I should wait to cast the dig through time. That is most definitely getting dissolved. I will bottom this dig through time. And then I'm just looking for a removal spell. A downfall in particular, because Perilous Vault doesn't work. Although Vault might be fine because we could put Eidolon into play. We're just dead. As long as he names white. Alright. I'll concede. The protection from white lets him attack past our favorite Hoplite and kill us, so we'll go to sideboarding. I was actually surprisingly close because of the fact that we would have gotten to dig through time. We lived a lot longer than I thought we would. Alright, so want the downfall. I want... Don't know if I want the Jorubai Murklurkers or not. I don't know if I want Perilous Vault or not. Perilous Vault is very good because it gets around protection spells, but it's a little fragile and slow, so I'm not sure. I don't want all of these draw spells. I think Treasure Cruise is worse in this matchup. I don't like Ashiok very much in this matchup either. We're not stealing anything tremendously powerful, and when we end up winning, we end up winning. So, let's see. That's 6 slots. I'm contemplating Bringing in the Drowns and the Merc Lurkers. It's a lot of 3 drops though. And then, because we have the Merc Lurkers, that lets us actually win without Ashiok and without Prognostic Sphinx. Although I think I still want the 1 Prognostic Sphinx, because Merc Lurkers take forever to kill with. The debate is between Prognostic Sphinx and the last Perilous Vault. I can also cut a dig for the last Perilous Vault, which I think might be necessary just to have more interactive spells. Yeah, let's do that. We still have the 3 digs, and actually, wait, hold on. Dissolve is pretty bad in this matchup, even on the play, it's not great. So I think cutting Dissolves for more creatures is good. The 2 Sphinxes are pretty solid at holding down the fort, and because we don't have Ashiok, we want more win conditions. I like this configuration. We'll go ahead and submit it. The 8 discard spells are going to be great on the play in this matchup. Hopefully we can get a lot of action going. I will play first. Wow. I will keep this hand. Temple is looking for a land. Hopefully a black source, but it doesn't have to be. Drown in Sorrow is not gonna work. We really need lands. But the fact that we have multiple discard spells is huge. Okay, no turn 1 play, which means we're leading on Despise. Okay, Josh bottomed the card, so we don't have to worry about it so much. Gonna lead on Despise because we want to take a threat if he has one, no matter what. And there's land. Okay. So there's 3 lands: Ordeal, Aqueous Form, and a Johnny's Presence. Take the Hoplite and play Backwater. Okay. That would be unfortunate if he drew a threat. No. Okay. I think because he doesn't have a threat, I'm reasonably safe to play the Merc Lurker. It's only a 1/3, but if we find a swamp, it gets bigger, so... Next turn, even if I don't draw land, I can Thoughtseize plus give it lifelink. Okay. Pilgrim's fine. Gets an Ordeal. Oh, nice. I can Thoughtseize both Ordeals now. Leave the Lurker back to block. Island, Plains, Johnny's Presence, Aqueous Form. Sure. The deck has a lot. This deck has a lot of discard spells. Josh might have to Aqueous Form his Heliod's Pilgrim to take advantage of, or not. Okay. Take advantage of the Scry. Aqueous Form on the Hoplite is, I guess, reasonable. I mean, it's not the best, but I think I have to cast it. It enables dig through time and lets us scry for another land. Vault is absolutely not what we want here. No tax. Yeah. It's not a great situation. Bottom to card. Plays the plains, so we have... All we know is that he has a Johnny's Presence in hand. We don't know the last card. That's fine, I guess. I'll dig at the end of the turn. Oh, can't race. Might as well attack, but I'm not going to spend the mana to give it lifelink because I need to dig through time. I can't block, so... This is where I wish this deck were running Aether Spouts. Second Murklurker might let us race, but I doubt it. Bile-Blight is basically useless. I'm definitely taking the Hero's Downfall, and I think it's quite possible we actually want this Murklurker. I don't think we have any other good options. So... okay, so as long as we don't die next turn and we draw a land, Vault can help. Let's see what... Are we dead? Okay. Brings it up to a 6/6, so literally any relevant card will kill us here. Any pump spell or way to trigger heroic, yeah. Alright, well that's the match. It's very, very quick. Not the best. Not the best showcase of what this deck is trying to do, but we'll be back soon for the next match, so just stay tuned, and thanks for watching.